Welcome to my YouTube channel. So my name is Hanny. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and you're probably wondering, how do you buy and sell phones? So before we do that, I want to let you know that I actually dropped an ebook about breaking down all of this, my strategy, and how to actually get into this by yourself. It's called How to Make Six Figures with iPhones. If you want a copy, it's going to be linked down below. I want to give you a story about how I got into this. So I've been buying and reselling since I was about 16 years old. I remember I was buying and reselling shoes, video games, TVs, what you can name of. But then fast forward all those times, this past year is when I really took it serious. And funny enough, how I started was I was at home one day and I was watching YouTube videos trying to figure out what I was going to do next. And then I stumbled upon a bunch of ideas on how to get into buying and selling, right? And then at the time at home, I had like two devices that I had. I had an iPhone 8 Plus and I had an iPhone 6S. In my mind, I was like, if I'm gonna start off the side hustle, I'm not gonna start off with my own money. So what I did was I pretty much just took the iPhone 8 Plus and I just posted it on Facebook Marketplace. And then when I posted it on Facebook, I had a buyer that hit me up a couple days later saying that he wanted to buy it. And then in that transaction, I made like $130. So all that together, I made about $365. So that was my starting capital. I started with literally $365 of my own money, and I was able to kind of scale it up. You know, even after a month, I was able to take $365 and turn that to $2,000. And then after the second month, I was able to do $10,000 and so on and so on. So you're probably wondering, what is phone flipping? So pretty much what phone flipping is, you buy a device. So you want to buy a phone, right? You want to buy a low, and then you want to sell it high. That's pretty much what it is, right? It's the same concept with the stock market, real estate, right? Even Walmart does this as well too, right? You want to buy low and you want to sell high, right? So that's the game, right? So you're probably thinking, how do you get started into this, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to pick a platform, right? So I like to use Facebook Marketplace in Canada and Kijiji. Those are the two that I use on a daily basis, right? So first thing you want to do is you want to go to Facebook Marketplace, right? You want to go try to negotiate and try to get phones. So I usually see, say for instance, if I see an iPhone 11 going for about $350, I usually try to get it down to like $50 to $100 below market value. I know that I could probably make $50, $100, whatever it is, right? So you always want to get it below the market price, right? So, and then you want to be fast, right? So when I try to negotiate, I say, $250 cash, can I pick up right away, right? So when you tell the customer that you want to pick up right away, that means that you want to get the device right now, right? So the game is speed. Like a lot of times, you want to be fast, right? You can't be slow, right? When you see a device on a marketplace, if you want to be the first one to get it, you have to like literally say, I can pick up right away and I have cash ready. And the customer a lot of times will be like, okay, it might try to negotiate with you, but if it's a fair price and you win, it's in a win-win situation, he'll agree on it, and then you go take the device, right? So I want to show you how to pretty much do this on Facebook Marketplace. So you want to come here, right? So you're gonna go to Facebook Marketplace, right? And then first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna search up iPhones, right? So you go to search up iPhones, and then you're gonna see a bunch of devices, right? As you can see, I see an iPhone 12, I see an iPhone XR at 13. So any device that you see, right? So I see this iPhone 12 right here, right? iPhone 12 purple in good condition, 88% battery health. So this I would try to get anywhere from about $350 to about even $300, because I know I could resell this for about $450. Or even sometimes $400, right? So pretty much you negotiate on the price, and then if she agrees, you're gonna go meet the person. So when you're inspecting the device, right? So whenever you're inspecting the device, so you go to meet the customer, you get the phone and everything is all good. So the first thing you wanna do is, when you're meeting the customer, you're making sure, like, the first thing I like to do is I like to check that the sign in, right? The iPhone sign in is out, right? The iCloud, that's very important. You want to make sure the iCloud is off. There's no iCloud on it. And then you want to go to journal, right? And check the IMEI number, right? It's right here. So the IMEI number is right here. You're going to be able to see. So what the IMEI number does is it pretty much tells you what the make, the model of the device is, right? If it's blacklisted or not, right? So you want to make sure that's all good. So you can go on websites like SIGW. There's also other like free websites out there that you can use to check this stuff, right? Another thing you could do as well too, you could put in your SIM card into the phone to make sure that there's nothing on the device. So if it makes a call, that means that it's not blacklisted a lot of times, right? And then what you want to do is, of course, you want to check the camera. Make sure the camera is all good, the front camera, and then the front camera right here, right? It's all good. And then I usually like to go check the Face ID, right? So you go on Face ID, get started, make sure the Face ID is all good, make sure it's focused. Okay, Face ID is good. And then you want to check the battery health, right? That's very important. So you go with battery health. So this one is 85%. Whenever you're buying a device, you always want to buy 85% and higher. You could buy 80%, but the battery is going to be low on that, right? So it just all depends on who you are, right? So then what you want to do is you want to check the speaker, of course. So what I like to do is I go to voice memo and I just record, right? I type record. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, 1, 2, 3, hello. Boom, right? And then just put the speaker on. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, 1, 2, 3, hello. There you go. So that means the speaker is all good. So yeah, so now you pretty much got your first device. Another thing you could do is you want to check the inspection, make sure there's no scratches, right? There's no dents. As you can see on this phone, there's a little bit of scratches right here, right? You want to make sure there's nothing on the phone. There's a little bit of dents on this one. So yeah, so this would be a C grade, right? It's not the best condition, but it's a device at the end of the day. So after you buy the device, right, everything is all good. You inspected the phone. So now you purchase your first device, right? And then what you want to do is you want to go back to Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji, right? And then you want to go and post a device, right? So what I do is I post a device. So if I got that iPhone 12 for about, say, $350 in the marketplace and it's going for about, I know that it goes for about $450. What I try to do is I try to move the phones very fast, right? Your goal is to pretty much, you want to get a device and you want to move it fast. You want to flip, right? You don't want to hold on to your phones. So if I can get it for $350 and I get a buyer saying that he wants to buy it for $400, I'm going to move my phone very fast. The game is pretty much speed. You don't want to hold on to your device, right? So that's the game. You want to get a device, put it on Facebook Marketplace. If you can get a buyer right away, you can want to sell it right away, right? So and then, yeah, pretty much rinse and repeat. Keep doing the same thing. So now I want to kind of show you how I post my listings. So you're going to go to Facebook Marketplace, right? And then what you're going to do is you're pretty much going to go, right? You're going to go to Facebook Marketplace. You're going to create a listing, right? You're going to go item for sale. You're going to click here, right? You're going to put in your photos, right? Your title, how much the device costs, your category, the description, and everything. So for this video, I'm going to actually show you my actual example of another device that I have posted. So as you can see right here, this is my device. This is the phone that I posted. This is my Facebook right here. So pretty much, I got an iPhone 8. I posted. So pretty much in my description, I always like to keep it pretty simple. So as you can see, good condition, iCloud unlocked, now blacklisted, original box. I make sure I mention the battery health. I do trade plus cash. So delivery is available. So you want to make sure you put a picture on the phone. You want to get the front picture, the back picture, as you can see right here, right? Just letting the people know whenever you have a customer that wants to buy it, you know that they can see your description, that it's pretty clear, right? So after you do that, and then right, that's you're pretty much done. So now your job is pretty much now you wait to see until you get a buyer, right? So a lot of times when people come into the marketplace, they might post a device, but it takes a little bit longer to sell, and they end up being, oh, it's not moving so fast. Your game is to pretty much, you want to have patience, right? The game is patience. You want to post a device and then wait until you find a buyer that wants to buy it, right? So pretty much that's the goal. You want to buy a device, post it on platforms on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji, and then you want to make quick profits, right? And then you want to keep rinse and repeat and doing the same thing. So whenever you're meeting a customer too, right? Say for instance, somebody says you got a customer that wants to buy the device and he wants to meet. A lot of times you want to meet at public areas, right? You want to meet at a coffee shop, McDonald's, right? Anywhere where it's safe. And then you want to make sure that this person is communicating well with you. He's not giving you any sketchy vibes, right? No red flags before you meet the customer. This is very important, where a lot of times people come into this game and they want to kind of make profits fast. They don't really understand the downsides of this, where you can meet somebody and it could be a lot of red flags, but you still go to the person. So you want to make sure that the transaction is safe and nothing happens, right? So you meet a customer, everything goes well, you sell a device. So now after that, your goal is to pretty much take that money and keep reinvesting into more phones and buying more inventory, right? So that's what all it is. So this is how you can buy and sell phones, phone flipping. So if you found value in this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing more tutorial videos about entrepreneurship, personal development, how to start different businesses, different side hustles. So